2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, this is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, the Los Angeles Lakers squaring off against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Well, for Denver, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. And Nuggets coach Mike Malone re-upped with Denver last season. We should be seeing him behind the bench the next few years. Done a great job.
Well, yes. To me, that's a no-brainer. You know, he got the Nuggets, one of the up-and-coming teams in the West.
Yeah, Malone's done a great job of cultivating their young talent. The team's heading in the right direction right now, so I can't wait to see the rest of their development.
And thanks for joining us, folks. Can't thank you enough. Let's go courtside with Kevin Harlan.
Kevin!
The Nuggets are not holding anything back in the wardrobe department as they made their entrance tonight, hoping to make an impression on their home floor. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. You look at Portland. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And seeing where the Nuggets are, they're trending downward at the wrong time. You'd like to finish the season on a high note, but they do have the talent to quickly pivot.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Cook out there with Bradley. And it's Howard in at the 5. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
And here's Denver. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. Inside, Davis, and finished off by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
James against Porter. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Davis.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Murray kicks to Harris. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Over Davis. The Nuggets with another miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis.
Well, I tell you what, Murray is quite skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting himself to the line. You know, you look at Jamal Murray, and this guy just seems to be a natural scorer. Has no problem scoring the basketball from anywhere and all angles. Has tremendous confidence at the offensive end. And guys, I think he's just scratching the surface.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. And with the way Murray scores, Clark, he's a great fit for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin, because the team has plenty of playmakers and guys like Jokic, and that takes some of the playmaking pressure away from Murray. It allows Murray to simply just focus on what he does best, which is put the ball in the basket.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. LeBron passes to Bradley. And he slams it one-handed.
He just bangs down the one-handed.
Two very easy points right here.
He'll take those all day long.
Now here's Murray. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Porter passes to Murray. That one doesn't go. Excellent D from Howard.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Bradley, no one around him. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Murray. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. And another miss by Denver.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Back to Cook. The pass to Howard. Shot clock at 6. LeBron. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
The Nuggets trail by 12. And here is Murray. To the left wing. Jokic passes to Harris. Shoots over Bradley. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Here's Murray following the score by Avery Bradley. Millsap finds Porter. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good from long range. Murray's got 5 points so far.
And Murray is really deadly with the catch-and-shoot jumper. When the defense isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Now here's James. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Phoenix.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Murray, no good.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Feeds to Howard. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the Lakers get called for the foul. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are, a lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
The Nuggets trail by 12. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
First one falls for him. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Davis. And Porter drops them both.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
And the Lakers with possession here. 7-point differential. Knocks it loose. Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got 7 points.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Now James. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA. And then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Now here is Harris. 20 points for him last game against San Antonio.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Here's LeBron. They lead by 4. And he lays it straight in. 11 points in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Murray. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Howard. Kicks it out to Bradley. And he's good on the 3 ball. Bradley's got 10.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Lakers leading by 7. Here is Cook. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic. Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
That's good from Cook. Big group substitution here for Denver. Longley's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Porter. Martin's checked in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. The Lakers also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Avery Bradley. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Morris. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Barton. Here is Plumlee. Passes it to Vonleh over Howard, and it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Green dishes to Cook. Pass to Howard. Clock at 6. Over Plumlee. They get the rebound. McGee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
That's good from McGee. Some changes for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Dwight Howard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. Both free throws good from McGee. Last outing for Denver, they won that game against San Antonio. Here's Morris. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Green against Grant. To the paint. Here's Barton, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Caldwell Pope. And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
That free throw good from Barton. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner, and I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And the pass to Rondo. McGee, the pass to Kuzma. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Drills the three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 12.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Plumlee. Barton against Rondo. It's Barton with the drive. Back to Plumlee. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Left side Rondo. Kuzma inside. He's covered by Grant. Kuzma can't get it to go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Rajon Rondo. 11th in steals. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands. Always looking to force a mistake.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Barton.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Both free throws good from Barton. Lakers leading by 10. Outside, Green. Back to Rondo. Lakers passing it around. Here's Kuzma on target from 13 feet. And the Lakers lead by 12.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Grant. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Vonleh. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Suns. Green passes to McGee. Now Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Kuzma. Shoots over Grant.
I like watching Grant work hard on the defensive end. He puts great effort into that end of the floor. He's good at pestering whoever he happens to be on, and his long reach helps him do that.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Lakers leading by 10. Caldwell Pope outside. Rondo against Morris. And it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Morris into the lane. Here's Vonleh. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Pass to Kuzma. And Grant sends it back. Morris against Caldwell Pope. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Nuggets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. free throw good for Morris. And Morris drops them both. Now here's Rondo. He had 10 points in the win against Phoenix. And he makes good on the layup. Morris has got his second bucket tonight. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Conley's out there with Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Grant, and it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Lakers leading by 6. Rondo with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Rondo against Morris. And there's the pass to Plumlee. Conley down low. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Davis. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one. The Nuggets trail by 10. Morris inside. He's covered by Rondo. Count it. Good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Rondo after the Nuggets pick up 2. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's Barton. No good on that one. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
The free throw drops for Grant. Well, as you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Vonleh. Harris has checked in for Will Barton. And Murray subbed in for Morris.
And, you know, Grant, a second-round pick, has worked hard for his minutes in the NBA. He's an exceptional athlete who plays with a real edge, a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Now here's LeBron. 11 points in the game. Tries again. Millsap grabs the miss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And here is Murray. Following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Murray finds Jokic. Passes it to Millsap. It's stolen by Davis. Bradley against Murray. Unable to get that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Quinn Cook's checked in for the Lakers. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. LeBron James on the wing, guarded by Harris. A floater, and James with the layup. LeBron's got 13 points.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
Pass to Harris, and here's Jokic. Shoots over McGee. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Jokic.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Harris, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Murray following the basket by LeBron James. Back to Murray from deep. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Now, here's Jokic after LeBron James's miss. Over LeBron. Bank shot. No good. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Cook kicks to James. And he drops it in from the low post. James has got 17.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Porter trying to free himself up. Murray, no good.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
James outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Porter. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Yeah, you know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court, and when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the trade for Anthony Davis a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. The Nuggets with another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Trying to end the drought. Millsap trying to get open.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And it's Davis with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Clark, midseason rumors now in full session. When a player requests a trade, how strongly do you think that affects team chemistry?
You know, Kevin, I'm all for players voicing their choice and actually having an opportunity to express themselves, but it can be detrimental if a player in the middle of a season makes it known that he's not interested in being there. It can have a terrible effect on team chemistry, in my opinion.
Here is Cook. Now the feed to Davis. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Murray kicks to Millsap. Over Davis. And again, Denver no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far. And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Not going to miss many chances from that range. That's LeBron's wheelhouse there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Will Barton comes in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 8. Barton surveying the floor. Here's Jokic. No good on that one. Excellent D from Howard. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. Lakers working the ball around now. And the shot goes in. And that's 11 points for Anthony Davis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night. So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Lakers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
A different look for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. And it's Grant in for Porter. Now here's James. He's got 23. Hits the three-point bomb.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Plumlee against Howard. And Plumlee kicks to Morris. Back to Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock. Over Howard. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Outside Rondo. Back to LeBron.
Get LeBron.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. And they'll keep possession. Bucket is good. 28 points for LeBron.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Nuggets shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Morris kicks to Barton. The pass to Vonleh. Back to Barton. Fires the three. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And LeBron throws it down.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
56 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is so...
My goodness. An outstanding dunker. Give Barton chances to show off a little bit, and he takes full advantage.
There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Rondo. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. The kick out to LeBron. Lobbed up there for Howard.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Grant outside. .15 seconds left to play here in the half. Barton from outside, and it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And so Howard nails both of them.
You know, Howard, a physical and muscular, authoritative big guy who intimidates most nights. His physicality, very impressive.
And so it's Los Angeles enjoying the... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 30 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. Do not be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Cook, and it's Howard in at the center. Just 4 to shoot. The shot, no good. Good D by LeBron. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. Bradley with the ball, picked up by Harris. To the middle. And the dunk by James.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
Here's Murray, and that one drops for him. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's LeBron, following the score by Jamal Murray. Outside Bradley, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Over Jokic, and Davis with the basket on the assist by Bradley. Bradley's got 3 assists tonight. The Nuggets shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Davis with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Cook kicks to Davis. Down low, and James throws it down hard.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And here are the Nuggets now after the basket by the Lakers. Millsap misses.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. To the inside. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Now LeBron. He's got 34. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
And the first one drops. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. LeBron passes to Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
Good on the second free throw. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Davis with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here is Cook. James in the post, guarded by Porter.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
LA's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Bradley passes to LeBron. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Porter against Davis. That one, no good. Nice D from Porter. To the middle. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Bradley. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Inside. And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
And Los Angeles guys shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. LeBron passes to Davis. A reverse. He lays it in. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Murray kicks to Harris. From 10 feet out. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Bradley against Harris. Second chance shot. Bradley can't get it to go. Nuggets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist from Harris. Harris has got his 5th assist in this one. Here's LeBron. He's got 34. And finished off by LeBron.
Tell you what, you can't afford to lose track of LeBron. I mean, because that's what happens when you do. He'll find a way to get in there and grab the rebound and convert.
Now here is Harris. 7 points in the game. Here's Millsap. The rebound by Cook. The drive by James uses the glass to finish the layup. LeBron's got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor. And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Millsap. Will Barton comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Harris. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Quinn Cook. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Now Barton, after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Davis. The past month has been surreal. 3rd in blocks, 4th in scoring, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Grant comes in for Jamal Murray. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Harris.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic.
Wow.
Because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
I tell you, Rondo sees it all on the floor. He's got an ability to just cripple a defense with his passing.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Kuzma. Plumlee with some nice D. Nuggets have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Morris, no good. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Passes to Rondo. No good. Some solid defense from Grant. It's Barton on the wing. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Rondo. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And the Lakers with another miss.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Rondo. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Rondo's got 5 now. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Morris sinks the three-pointer. He's got 11.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Rondo. He has 5. The pass to McGee. Now here's Kuzma. Shoots over Grant. Kuzma can't get it to go. Now here's Plumlee. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Out to the right wing. Here's Rondo. And the shot is long. Denver's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Barton passes to Plumlee. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Green inside the three-point line, but they'll get another chance.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morris. The shot missing. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Los Angeles has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Caldwell Pope passes to Rondo. Kuzma outside. On the wing, Green. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Now here's Vonleh. Morris outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That one is off. No good on the second free throw. LA has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Green dishes to Rondo. Looking for McGee. He gets it there.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Plumlee. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Martin left side. Can they get it? It's not going to go for him. And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Jeremy Grant, and it's Bates Diop in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Waiters into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Waiters got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Lakers. Vonleh at the elbow. The rebound by the Lakers. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. The Lakers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Rondo kicks to Waiters. Kept alive, McGee. They shoot again. Dishes it to Morris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Here's Bates Diop over Caldwell Pope. And Bates Diop gets it to go. Bates Diop's got his first basket of the night. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Rondo's scanning the floor. Out to Morris. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. And if you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Now here's Rondo. Waiters outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That's his first foul. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. The Lakers also with a sub. Anthony Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. To the paint. Here's Waiters. It's deflected. A second chance effort. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And both free throws good for Waiters. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Rondo against Murray. Pass to Vonleh. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Craig, good. Here's Rondo. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. For 3, Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll head home and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Craig. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Rondo finds Waiters. Davis with it. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Davis has got 20 points.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, Murray is clearly a shoot-first guy who can really fill it up. This is a big-time bucket getter.
Rondo's shot is off. Nuggets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And Daniels up top. He's guarded by Davis. 6 to shoot. Here's Craig. From outside, off the mark. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Davis. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's now 22 points for Davis. The Nuggets shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Pass to Bates-Diop. From 7, and that one drops. Bates-Diop's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Waiters surveying the D. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. Here's Caruso following the score by Jamal Murray. Feeds to Davis. Over Vonleh. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That will be foul number 5 on him. Murray kicks to Craig. Now the dish to Murray.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Goes back up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Rondo hits both free throws. The Nuggets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Daniels with it. Here's Vonleh. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. 6 points for Noah Vonleh.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Morris, no good. Another shot. That's tipped. Here is Daniels. He's guarded by Waiters. Bates Diop gets the three-pointer to fall. Bates Diop's got 11 points here in just the second half. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Rondo with the ball. Now defended by Vonleh. And it's Davis with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this era.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
The Nuggets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Daniels has got his first 3 points of the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
The Lakers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Outside Rondo. Here's Davis, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Davis has got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Murray, no good. So it's the Lakers now. Raiders on the wing. Trying to get open is Davis. Shot's good by Waiters.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Craig passes to Daniels. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Davis. Kicks it to Waiters. Outside Rondo. Here's Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got 20 points.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
And here's Rondo following the score by Jamal Murray. Waiters on the wing. He's covered by Murray. It's hauled in by Bates-Diop.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
Davis surveying the floor and stolen by Vonleh. Daniels passes to Bates-Diop. And no good that time. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And here's Rondo. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The Nuggets shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Davis. The three from Morris. Waiters grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And once again, they're going to come out on top in this series. 3 straight victories in as many games on the season against this team. They've done a great job of just playing their best when it mattered most against Denver.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Here's Caruso. Outside, Green. Pass to Caruso. Morris right side. 5 to shoot. The Lakers rebound.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Morris kicks to Daniels. Good on the triple.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
27 seconds left in the fourth. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Waiters. And the wide open shot from Morris. Offensive rebound.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Now here's Waiters. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
Been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.